What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we'll be talking about Houdini Swap. It is the one that we recommend for you guys to use for fast and cheap transactions when you're moving your portfolio around. But today I'm going to be interviewing one of the leaders of the whole organization. Elias is the head of marketing and socials over at Houdini Swap. And I get to break down with him just a couple of key questions everyone needs to know before they start using this swap to exchange their cryptocurrency. So take a listen, and I'll see you on the other side. What's going on, Elias? Thank you so much for being here on the channel. Hope you're having a great day. I want to jump right into the thick of it. Ask probably the most important and obvious question out there. What is Houdini Swap? What does it really accomplish? And how did the team that you guys have come about creating it and starting it in the first place?
Hey, thanks for having me. Happy to be here. Yeah, no, great question. Houdini Swap really is, if you go to houdiniswap.com, you're going to see it. We've tried to put our messaging right there. It's a place that enables transactional freedom. That's what we've been striving to do. The freedom to transact freely across any chain, simplifying that and giving that freedom to the user, and also having the freedom to transact in a private manner. That's really what Houdini Swap is all about, giving that freedom to the user. And as for how the team came about, really we came about just in the need of wanting to solve problems. We saw a problem initially with V1 of Houdini Swap where there was a lack of simple and easy privacy in blockchain technology, and we truly believed that the future of finance was in blockchain. But for that to happen, there needed to be a simpler way to transact in a private manner. And just a group of like-minded people came together and started working on Houdini Swap V1, and that's what came about. Was at first, yeah, a bare bone, not that it wasn't going to win any beauty pageants or anything like that, but it definitely got the job done, and it solved that problem of providing privacy, private transactions in the blockchain.
Yeah, I think that leads us a great way into the second question here. What does Houdini Swap do different than its competitors? I mean, clearly there's other swaps out there, but why should people choose Houdini Swap instead of the rest of the competition?
We don't look to overcomplicate blockchain is complicated enough as it is. And really, we're constantly looking for things that we can take away to simplify things as much as possible. There are other options that provide cross-chain swaps. There are other options that provide the privacy options, but we've really tried to simplify it to its core. Because if you hear about a play on a different chain that you're not currently a part of, you shouldn't have to do a bunch of research on the bridges to get there. You shouldn't have to do a bunch of research on the chain, on the dexes that are on that chain. You should just be able to transact freely into that chain, and that's what we've done so well, is we've simplified it. And a great comparison is, imagine having to go to Europe, and you needed euros. You don't have to do a bunch of research on the fiat system, on the Swift networks, on the clearinghouses, central banking. No, you just go to an exchange and you change your dollars for euros. And we really feel that that's how simple transacting on blockchain should be. Another thing that really sets us apart is the way we've approached privacy. So yeah, we started off as a rough, bare bones product offering that privacy. But from that point forward, we've really made sure that we grow in a way that's sustainable. And we've done that by staying 100% compliant, making our product a very inconvenient tool for criminals, so that we stay 100% compliant and we're here for the long run. I think that's something that really sets us apart in the whole privacy side of things, because that's the whole motto of transact freely, being able to transact freely across any blockchain, from any token on any blockchain to any other token on any other blockchain, but also having the freedom to do it in a private manner, not exposing all your personal sensitive information while doing it. That's something that really stands us apart, and we've done that really well. Like, I feel like this. It's going to sound a little bit braggy, but in interviews, it's the time to toot your own horn, right?
Yeah. Yep.
We have a proven track record, right? We started in mid July or mid 2022. Yeah, it was mid 2022, I believe, that we first went launch with beta with V1, and it took us months to get our first $1 million in transaction, but we're now doing $2 million a day in volume, and we're now on track for $1 billion in transactional, like annualized transactional volume. I think that speaks masses right there. We haven't $1 billion in transactional volume, not a single dollar lost. So we offer that confidence that you can use our product and you don't have to worry. We have 24-hour support system, an entire team dedicated to helping you out through any issues or questions you might have during your transaction. And because we've done this all so well, if you go and start scrolling through our Twitter account, you're going to see the biggest names. It's like you're scrolling through the top 100 page in CoinMarketCap. You're going to see Base retweeting us, AVAX shouting us out, Polygon, Thorchain, Polkadot, Trader Joe's, and I think that's just massive social proof that we're doing this well. We're doing this in a way that's attractive to all these other chains because we're empowering or facilitating volume to their chain, so they want to shout us out. But it's also the social proof that we're doing it in a compliant fashion where they feel comfortable. They've done their due diligence in order to
Yeah. I
follow
gotta
us
say
out.
that's the feat right there that you got to get over with the swaps, and even hearing that, like, how do you create that privacy but stay out of the target zone for the future regulation that will continue to come into crypto? So yeah, having that, how do you get that privacy, but like you said, make yourself an inconvenient tool for illegal activity? That's what regulators are going to want to see. So I think that's an awesome reason right there. Let's move into the next question, though.
Mhm.
Because some of the things that have come out recently have been because of the newest version. You mentioned version 1 right there, but you guys just on July 7th launched V3, and that came out with a lot of new updates, a lot of big things. Tell us a little bit about now what that brings to the table for Houdini Swap.
Yeah, no. Well, V1 came from answering like the question of why is privacy so complicated, right? Like why does it have to be so difficult? Why do I have to do all this really difficult research just to transact in a way that I can feel safe? Our V2 aggregator really expanded on that. It gave us longer legs. We were solely reliant on Monero previously for breaking the chain between sender and receiver. And we were like, well, the question we answered is how can we make sure that we're here for the long run in case anything happens to Monero? We would never want that to happen because they're a huge advocate in privacy. But what if it does? How can we make sure that we're here for the long run? And our V2 aggregator made us independent from needing Monero to provide private transactions. But V3 came from answering the question, well, why is it so difficult to move cross chain? Like if I've made gains in whiff on Solana and I want to now put them, I don't know, maybe I want to put them in Bitcoin. I want to keep growing my Bitcoin bag, or I hear about this play on Base and I want to transfer my gains from whiff on Solana to this new play I'm hearing on Base. Why do I have to go through four different tools, have all these tabs open? Why does it have to be that difficult? And that's where V3 comes into play. We wanted to simplify that and we've really just aggregated and combined all the liquidity pools in Web3 so that in one place under one UI, you can just go there, type in the token that you want to swap from, type in the token you want to receive, type the chain you want to receive, and with less clicks have more power, right? It comes
Yeah.
back to transactional freedom, transact freely, just making it as simple and as free for the user as possible.
Absolutely. Well, last question I have for you today, Elias. How can people go ahead right now and get signed up? And not that you need to show us. We're going to do a tutorial video later on, but what does the process look like? What kind of information will they need to have? How complicated is it to be swapping on Houdini Swap today?
Well, if I haven't used the word simple enough throughout the interview, right? It's not complicated at all. It's exactly that, right? We've abstracted it completely, and it's really just going houdiniswap.com. It's knowing what you want to swap, right? We've really simplified it. Once you go there, we've kind of taken the Google approach of just having a simple search bar. When you type the from area, the to as well, you're just going to get a search bar. So you know what you're going to swap. You know what you need. What you need to get from and what you need to get to, and just type it in and hit swap. It's really that simple. And I think that's the beauty and what sets us apart is you don't need to have this extreme knowledge of bridging and cross-chain swapping and atomic swaps. No, you just need to go to Houdini Swap. That's that's as easy as it gets. And we put a lot of effort in making sure that it is intuitive as possible.
Well, there you have it, folks. If you guys are looking for a swap today that prioritizes not only the cheapest fees, fast transactions, but also your security and your freedom, Houdini Swap is the one for you. Check out the link down below in the description, and you'll find out more about how you can start using it today. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you smash that like and hit subscribe. And with that said, I'll see you in the next one.